welcome to the Latura podcast. We're together in person.
Yes.
We have always recorded through a screen. We've never gotten
Gotten
to sit.
together.
Yeah. So we're so excited. You're visiting family back here, and so we were able to get together, and it's gonna be fun. We have some spicy things we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about.
Like if we're together, we have to talk about something good,
Yeah,
invigorating.
yeah. And that we would actually talk about anyway
Yeah.
while we're together. So
Yes.
we're going to talk about, well, we'll kind of like catch you up on what's been happening behind the scenes because we had the release of the La Tourette and just we keep plodding away with the Latura post and like we're going into year two really, really soon. So we'll catch you up and then we'll talk about money, business.
Yeah.
That's kind of that. All right, well, what's been going on? We haven't like
Um,
recorded in a while.
yes. It's been a couple weeks since we
Yeah,
recorded.
yeah,
Our last one was go outside. And
yeah.
as you see,
Outside.
we're outside. We're like, do we go to a coffee shop? Do we go to like let's just go to a park?
Yeah.
And
So you might hear the wind blowing and
yes.
cars driving by.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we traveled out here and have been with family all week and have been waiting for Friday so we could hang out.
Me too.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
the end of the trip. But I don't know, that's about all I've been up to.
Yeah. I've been outside so much. It's been so nice out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nebraska summer. It's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah. So we're outside. It's lovely. And we hope you enjoyed that episode that we talked about getting outside. Even just since talking about it, me and my husband have forced ourselves to get outside more because whenever we cook and we cook 3, 4 nights a week, it heats up our house so much, and our house is already hot, and Nick already doesn't like running the air conditioner, so we cook outside. We set up a whole like camp cook kitchen that we have to take down every night, but it's fine.
That sounds really
It's fun.
ideal.
And it's very fun. And Nick painted some old furniture that he got, and we're painting our house yellow, and the furniture is
What, are
like,
you?
yes, it's so cute. And then the furniture is red, like a barn red.
When are you painting it?
He is in the process right now. It's
Oh,
so
I need
cute.
to see a
I will.
picture.
I'll send you.
Oh,
So Nick doesn't do anything, even like 85%. Everything
mhm.
is like 110%. Bless his heart. I love him for it. But I just want it to be done.
Yeah.
And it's not done. It's because he like is scraping and priming and like fixing up everything, which is great. It's great. But I'm like, I just want to see it yellow. So it's taking a while, but that's
Like
fine.
butter yellow? What's like
No,
the
like
yellow vibe?
classic yellow.
Classic.
So like it's soft, but it's not butter.
Yeah.
And it's saturated, but it's not gold.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, I definitely need to see a picture of that.
Yeah. And then I want to put shutters up
Yeah.
in like a either like a cream or I don't know,
That sounds really cute.
green, blue.
Yeah.
The options are endless.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And furniture, that's classic.
Love it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and then we've obviously had the La Tourette's been rolling out the last couple weeks. When this releases, it will have mailed, so it's probably hopefully in your hands or like close to. We had to print more copies this week.
Yeah.
We did the first kind of run slightly as a trial. And we're like, oh, maybe we'll still have enough to like send out then. And we very much so needed to print more. It wasn't even close.
Hmm. Let's talk about though, because I don't think we talked about this in the announcement at podcast. So we did an initial run back
Mhm.
in, when did we print those?
April,
April?
mid-April.
And it's July's issue.
Yeah.
And then we sent some out because we needed feedback,
Yep.
all the things. Got feedback, released it, printed more
Yeah.
because we had pe people
Yeah.
signing up and
And we did resolve a few
yeah.
errors. There were a few minor things that we noticed, and so we did replate it for the press and do that. So, Hopefully it's error-free.
Yeah. There will
Hopefully we
still be
succeeded.
very
I'm
detailed
sure,
people that,
I'm sure we'll find
yeah.
something we messed up
But
on.
it's so, like, I love looking at it because it's for the child, but it's very elevated. Like,
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
yeah.
I think we've had
I
a lot
wouldn't do
of,
the activity.
yeah, like a lot of response from adults who have enjoyed it,
hmm
and who have
I
subscribed.
think we have had a few people message us and be like, I would consider myself a child at heart. Should I get it? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
do it. Try it out.
Yeah. It's very, very
hmm
fun, especially I feel like for adults, women who need some playfulness, like you need something that you can really just flip through and shut out the world. Like the post is obviously still great for that as well,
hmm
but this is like another level of
Yeah.
just like truly let go of everything else.
Yeah. And depending on the season of life you're in, this might be more suited towards you. And it can be a thing where you subscribe for a month or two and then you cancel because you kind of got your fill, and that's fine. Like we just hope that it can be a accessible analog
Yeah.
outlet.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially going into summer when the days are really long and you feel like you don't know how to fill them. Cause like I don't want to go to bed while it's still light out. And so,
Mhm.
from 6 to 10, basically, that's a long day.
It is.
And so yeah, just to have something that like in those pockets of time instead of scrolling
Yeah.
or whatever, like take it outside
hmm
and flip through it.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
It's very fun. Yeah, we are wrapping up our August one right now. And dare I say it's better?
It's so good.
It's
It's like it takes me back to my childhood, I would say. And like it
yeah.
really does feel so nostalgic, so good. I don't
It's
know.
just so fun.
Yeah.
It's all the things we love talking about that we think are fun, and we want to share the fun things with the children, and we're reaping just
Yeah.
as much. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's
like that you see on Instagram or TikTok a lot, like women realizing that their mom was the one who made the magic.
yeah.
And it's like kind of that same thing. Like you realize, oh yeah, we as the adults are the ones who keep that whimsy alive for the kids.
hmm
And it's easy to let it slip. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the perfect thing to,
Yeah. Like Alexandra, she does our illustrated activities, illustrates for Companion Chronicles, but she's working on a cutout activity for our September Lotterette. And she was messaging me some options for the cutout craft. And she sent me like three. And then like half an hour later, she sent me three more. And then she sent me another one. She's like, I didn't realize how fun it was to come up with cutout things.
that's so
And
cute.
they were all just, they were so fun. So we're having fun too.
Yeah. And she did our paper doll that was
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
post in, I don't know what month,
March.
March. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, she's so good at that kind of thing. Keeps it very, very like just so perfectly nostalgic, cute, fun, engaging,
Yeah.
all the things. What is she working on?
A cutout house.
Oh, okay, that's what my guess was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's cute.
um, yeah. So that's the Lotterette. We're, I don't know. We were also just very curious what it would be like adding that workload
Hmm.
for our team. Can we handle it? Can we not? And as we're getting into it, because we're like, this is easy in a sense of, eh, well, for one, it takes less time just because it is less pages. There's less written content and editing that needs to be done. And it's also just so fun.
Yeah. And we were just talking about at lunch, like different people on our team feature more heavily in the
hmm
Lautret versus the post. And so it feels very balanced
Yeah.
with our team,
Yeah,
which
it
is
does.
great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What other things have happened since launch? Because I'm just trying to think.
We printed July.
Yeah.
Oh, and I mean, July is also mailing the
Mm-hmm.
main July, which, okay, we're really excited to see both issues going out at the same time. And if you are subscribed to both, we like really, really, really want to hear your feedback on what it was like reading the child and the adult paper kind of together. And if you felt the continuity that we were kind of going for, I don't know. I really think that there's just enough overlap that
Mm-hmm.
there could be some fun conversations. And so
Yeah.
we would love to hear feedback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw someone say they were gonna do like their law track was gonna be their Sunday
Yes.
morning thing with their kids. I was like, oh, I love that. I just,
Hmm.
yeah.
It's fun to see people making habits and rhythms out of it,
Hmm.
because that's our intention. And so to see it in real time, it's really fun for us.
Yeah.
It encourages our team a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just love it. It's so fun to see, yeah, this come to life after talking about it way back whenever.
Hmm.
And to be coming up on a year for the post is crazy.
Really crazy.
And just to like think about how much highs and lows there have
Yeah.
been and
There have certainly been highs and lows, as there are
mhm,
with
anything.
anything. Um, and like really hard things. And that is a good segue, honestly,
Yeah,
into what one of the harder things that have been probably is, frankly, the money side
the
of it.
money. And he's
Pricing.
starting, yeah, pricing, starting any business. Like we've both done photography. We both
Hmm.
like how do you price it so that you feel good, your client feels good,
Hmm.
the customer feels good. It's just such a hard line to walk. And we thought
Yeah.
we had maybe kind of found it because we were really hitting our stride with sales probably back in January, February,
Hmm.
and that felt great.
Hmm.
Um, and then like with anything, like it tapers off.
Hmm.
Um, and we just were back in this like, okay, I don't know, just
Yeah, we just hit a lower spot again, and then it just makes you reflect, which I think is good to have cause for reflection. Sometimes it's just a matter of it's out of our control and we need to
mm-hmm,
just let it happen, which is hard for me to do. I definitely was like, what can we do?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because there is a lot of us involved and I want to make sure everyone feels valued and yeah.
If we really peel back the curtain for our listeners, because I think, the people that listen to this podcast really, it sounds like, are curious as to what does go behind the scenes and
Hmm.
how we're making this work and all these things. And I think with any business, you look at their Instagram, you look at their socials, you look at their sales, whatever, and it looks like booming and it looks like you feel like it's everywhere and
Yeah.
whatever. And like, we have felt that, but from the backside, like, it's a we and it we don't want to make it sound like it's going bad because it's not.
Yeah.
But when you think about just all the things you have to pay for, all of the we've talked about this before, like the mailing, the
Hmm.
printing, the paying the people, the all the
Softwares, the
softwares, we are breaking even.
yeah.
Um,
Kind of.
yeah.
You and I haven't reaped a
Yeah,
dime.
yeah. So we're breaking even without paying the very most important person here, Kristine. And so yeah, like it's hard.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and it's because like expenses are high. I mean, like
yeah,
printing is no joke, postage is no joke,
postage.
and even just
Woo.
like softwares.
Yeah,
How much some of these softwares cost? It's like, really? Can we do without it? And then you're kind of like, well,
you
not
can,
really.
right, yeah, because you can do without it, but it means it's more work for someone. So like
Hmm.
you put a lot of work into creating your own kind of softwares that are free,
Yeah.
but
Google Drive for the win.
yeah, yeah, but it just took you time, like took time to
Yeah.
figure it all out. And
Hmm.
um, so there's always like that time money balance, and then
Hmm.
there's always the money happiness balance, money profitability balance, the margins, like you're just always all these things.
Hmm.
And so then we did up our prices. When was that?
Yeah. Was that beginning of A
March?
April?
Yeah,
No,
somewhere in there.
yeah, I think it was beginning of May actually. I think it was May 1.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in there, our prices, we
Went
upped
up.
them because we frankly had to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have lost money strictly on the operating costs.
Yep.
And that doesn't work.
No. And that's like, okay, we largely want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Why are prices what they are in general? Because if you've been around since the beginning, this is actually the second time we've upped our prices. The first was just out of ignorance.
Yeah.
I liked how we liked how the prices sounded.
Hmm.
we frankly feel like a newspaper shouldn't cost very much. That just like a newspaper has always been what, 25 cents, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so we wanted to keep it low cost, and very quickly we were like, oh, what we were charging when we started, we couldn't even cover our printing bills.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, that was an error. And we upped them, and we upped them as much as we could, because you can't just drastically increase, because that's also just really jarring to the customer. And so we went up, and our team since then even has grown. I mean, we have more people that are more heavily involved, and we are also like our standards and the amount of time we're putting into papers has increased. Our fall issues versus the issues we do now, we are spending more hours on
Mm-hmm.
collectively. Like I would be safe to say there's a couple hundred hours that go into an issue.
Yeah.
Um, and there's printing costs, there's postage costs, which we've talked about postage a lot. And just as we've been getting into it, it's like, yeah, we were profiting off of what our price was, but our hard point was then paying the team. And we didn't feel like we were bringing in enough to properly pay the team for the amount of work that was being done, because this isn't just something we slap together. Like there are just so many hours that go into it. And we also feel like prices reflect the value of something, and we feel like the value of what we were offering was increasing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
And so even when we think about that, like 100 hours, say, times $15 an hour, if we were
Mm-hmm.
going off minimum wage, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
We're not bringing in that much.
No.
So just right off the bat, like people are going to be working for under minimum wage or for free. And that luckily we have people that are,
Who understand that it's just a
yeah.
startup.
And that's just like how it is. And also we have been able to bring in some enough to pay writers, and
Mhm.
that feels great. And we wish we could pay them more.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, when you think about all those things tied together, boom, like the money's gone.
Yeah.
The second it comes in, it's already out.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously, like then we talk about, okay, marketing ideas and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, marketing also takes time and effort and
Yeah.
money.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want to live our lives sometimes
Yeah.
and not have to push. And you should talk about pushing, because
Yeah.
you mentioned like, what are things that we can do? And you had to come to
Yeah.
realization.
That's been my biggest learning curve. Bailey's been like, let's chill. And I've been like, I'm just kind of like an all in or nothing kind of a person. And so I've been all in and spending an insane amount of hours working, especially through the spring months. And just like, how can we do this better? How can we just all the things.
Hmm.
And I finally just reached a point where I was like, I am so stressed. I am like thinking about work constantly. I am home with my kids, but I'm probably not as present as I would like to be. And just a number of different things happened that made me go like, okay, I need to take a chill pill.
Hmm.
And this last month, I have really just let go of control, so to say, and been like, I just want this to be enjoyable. I want to put the effort that it's worth into it, but I don't want to overwork it or have to think too much on things beyond the paper itself and the
Hmm.
content itself. And so we've just been focusing on that a lot more. And I know I've had a much more peaceful month just within my own brain.
Yeah.
I don't fall asleep thinking about it every night,
Yeah.
So
And like none of that stuff is bad. Like
yeah.
you genuinely want it to be the best that it can be and make enough money to pay the people that are contributing
Mhm.
to it, which are like that's not a bad thing at all. It's just like this rub of you can't force growth.
Yeah.
And I think,
That is totally out of if social media teaches you anything, it's that growth is completely out of your control.
yeah, there
No,
genuinely,
yeah.
there's nothing I don't think, especially when you're dealing with algorithms that decide on a whim who gets to be
Mm-hmm.
famous, who
Yeah.
who doesn't, and what gets pushed and what doesn't. Like
Mm-hmm.
we've had to just like sit back and grow slow and be
Mm-hmm.
okay with that.
And the whole reminding myself repetitively that the reason we started this was as a fun, creative outlet, something I could put my best work into. And that the paper is what that is. All the business things outside of that is everything else. And I'm like, everything else is what was stressing me out.
Yeah.
And then that was bleeding into the paper. And so I was like, I just need to let some of this go and just enjoy what I'm doing. And we're at least cutting even at
Yeah.
this point
Yeah.
for the most part. And so I'm like, I'm just going to be thankful and happy with that. And who knows what happens from there.
Yeah.
But I don't like it when it bleeds into my personal life and my
Mm-hmm.
family life. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like you said, the paper is what needs to be the best that it can be.
Hmm.
And I do think our best work, I've said this for a couple months now, but like our best work is these summer months
Hmm.
and going into year two. And I think that'll speak for itself once it's out in the world. But also, and something we didn't touch on in that too, is like when you do have people paying you for something, there is just that stressor of like,
Hmm.
okay, it needs to be, I do need to then provide the value that they are paying me for. And
Hmm.
so you're, it's a constant, how can we be better
Yeah.
and give them the value that they paid us for while also not letting it overtake
Yeah. Being content.
everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, this is business life.
This
And
is
it's
life.
not something that's, and it's also hard. Like we throw around ideas all the time, and half of them, more than half of them, most of them
Most of them
go out of our mouth and then like
gone.
off into the ether because we don't have time to go into them as much as we'd want
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're great ideas, but we just don't have the team capacity, the financial capacity, all of that
Yeah.
to actually enact it. And so it's like, yeah, you can have great ideas, but and I think that's where my struggle point was. It's like I have these great ideas, I need to make them happen, and I was trying to make them happen, and I was like, it's too much. It's too much. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's been fun now watching it grow as I mean, it is so organic. Like every single person that comes and finds us and subscribes,
Yeah.
organic as like,
We're not paying people to share
yeah,
us.
yeah. People
So
do share, but that is organic.
yeah.
We've ran ads, but like really if the algorithm thinks that you'd like it, then it's to me that is a form
Right.
of like organic finding.
And our ads have been what have we run like two or three
Yeah.
in the year.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty
And they really don't we maybe hit 10K views and views don't equal anything.
no.
So it's like if we have a subscriber, every time someone subscribes, we're like, wow, someone found it through some organic
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
Um, just crazy.
It is. It's really, really wild. I'll have just friends ask me just how things are going. And I'm like, if I think about it too much, it's a little overwhelming. Really, like, even though it feels small, it's really not. Like, it's still a lot of people picking up and reading something we're
Mm-hmm.
working on. People that I have no connection to at all,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that live on the other side of the country or the other side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow, no pressure.
Yeah. That's why every month when I sit down to write, I'm like,
Who's gonna read this?
ah.
Everyone's gonna read this.
It's just weighty. Like it's
Yeah.
weighty when you do anything that goes out into the
It's just because it's important to
yeah.
us. Yeah. We feel that way because it's important.
Yeah.
Not, yeah.
Yeah. Not because we care what people think so much, but
Right.
it does like our whole thing with our paper was that we were hoping that it would shape some part of your day or your thinking or
Mhm.
whatever. That's like big. That's heavy. That
Yeah.
like it should
That's not
it,
something we take lightly.
yeah. And so yeah, there's just all these different things that are always
Mhm.
balancing. And then even on like the marketing side, we also didn't want to feel icky or slimy or
Yeah.
and so you're
We don't want to like trick people
yeah.
into getting the paper.
Yeah.
Like if it's not for you, it's not for you. Yeah. The other interesting thing with going back to pricing and choosing what our prices are. The other fascinating dynamic of it that we should get into is competitors pricing.
Yeah, it's just yes.
And the concept of consumerism.
Yeah.
Those are both things I think we need to
Yeah.
on.
Well, you and some of our other team members have just done some like anytime we come across another newspaper or magazine, we just look at the prices because we're curious. Um, we are compared to other people, we have the
Well below.
some of the lowest prices with, I would say, the most content
Yeah.
from what we can see.
From what we have
Eye test.
seen. Well, just yeah.
Like pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I don't know why that's funny. We don't want to this is not to compare to like put anyone else down.
Oh.
It's just like when
Everyone's
you're
doing their own thing, everyone's in their own vein,
yeah.
and everyone is started their own paper with purpose and intention that's different than ours.
Yes.
And that's fine.
And the algorithm obviously kicks us that stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do, which I wish the algorithm didn't work like that, but it does.
Yep.
So we see, I mean, whenever there's a new paper, I feel like they think we're the target audience. We're probably not.
We're
but
not.
That's fine. Yeah, and so
well, I think that's just good business practice is to see like what similar businesses and people are doing to you, which is that's again, we're just getting into the taboo spicy things today. But so we've done that, looked at them, and I would say like so we're right now for the post, we just upped it to 8 a month. And everything else I've seen has been like $11 to $15 a month.
which feels I don't know that I could do that. Like myself personally. Spend that much on
And this is where our dilemma is.
Yeah.
It's because we feel that way, but we also are in it.
Yeah.
And we're seeing how we're not actually making that much money off of what our prices are. And so we get it. And we've talked about upping him that high. We're like, should we up it that high? Because we also don't want to take away from what these people are doing. Or, you know, we also want to value ourselves, all the things. And so those have been conversations we've had. Like, do we do it?
Yeah. And it's so hard because obviously you're going to price some people out. And so you won't have probably as many people sign up. But on the other end, if you keep it lower, then like you have to find more subscribers.
Yeah.
To balance it all out. And so you're always there's just
because
always
once we reach a certain subscriber count, like we'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just like building it to that point.
But still, even like the more you add subscriber wise, the more printing and postage goes up.
Yeah.
And so
it's true.
Yeah, it's
a lot.
It's like
and I think that's where like we just feel like a newspaper shouldn't be expensive.
Yeah.
And we are doing what we can to keep it that way. And I know we've had some people ask like, hey, can I get my old subscription price and things like that? And I honestly don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I really, really get it. Also, if we gave you that price, we'd be losing money.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is we haven't talked about this in a while, but this is where we also have an ad section. We have a classified ad section in our paper, and we have had months where that's full, which is great because it offsets some of the costs of printing the paper. And we have months where we don't have anything. And we've done a little bit of both on that end too, of reaching out to brands that we think would align really well and also having brands reach out to us. And that's also a tricky line to walk because you don't want to just fill it for the sake of filling it. Like we could go find people that would pay us.
Yeah.
And people would probably be reading it and be like, oh, that's not congruent.
Yeah.
Like you're promoting, I don't know, like Walmart. Let's just, like that would not be congruent with what's in the paper. And I think that would stand out quite.
Yeah.
Like
we would lose trust.
Yes, people would notice that.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. Like even just as us as people, we don't want that.
No.
Those fans, wow, the money that's not worth it. So yeah, that's hard. And we're really thankful for the brands that have trusted us to put in an ad because we think they're great and we think our readers would actually really, really like. We put them in there because we do think our readers would like them.
Yeah.
And so if you're a small business and but we also get it because small businesses, don't have maybe the extra cash to promote yourselves in there. But
Yeah.
still, if you are a small business and you want to just talk to us about what that
Yeah.
could look like.
Yeah. And we do have a dedicated reader base and readers who really are quite loyal and genuine, and which means the world to us. And so that is where it goes both ways, where we're like to small businesses, it's like we have a readership who I think will be receptive to the right ads, but also I don't want to take advantage of our loyal base either. And so that's where, yeah, we're walking the line of, like I said, we're not going to bring in Walmart. We're going to bring in things that we believe will actually add value to your life. And we're not going to offer an overabundance of those so that you don't get overwhelmed and you're like, there's just too many options. And it also might be things that you see once and then 6 months down the line, you go, oh, like, didn't they recommend this like shoe brand? Let me go check. And so, like, it can also be not immediate, it could be more of a long-term thing, but that's the beauty of print
Mm-hmm.
and not like social media where you can just swipe.
And we mentioned overconsumption and then we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know where you were going to take this, but here's what's on my
Yeah.
brain about it. You know, you scroll through Instagram and everyone's having an analog summer, which is great. But you see people subscribe to every single analog thing. I don't know,
Hmm.
newspaper, mail club.
Yeah.
And that's totally, you get to spend your money however you want to
Yeah.
spend your money. What we really wanted to do with the paper, though, was it be a place where you felt like you were getting a range of voices, a range
Hmm.
of perspectives and things all in one.
Yeah.
And
Because also we've had some people be like, they subscribe and get one issue and then they unsubscribe because they're like, this wasn't for me. We also just want to put this out there that not every issue is the same,
yeah.
especially moving into our July and on year two
Mm,
papers. Like the themes are going to really vary. And so if you're a new subscriber, I would really recommend you stick it out for like at least 2 months,
three.
3 months.
I feel like 3 months is, a quarter of a year that sometimes a month, 2 months goes by so fast and you realize you really didn't even read it
Yeah.
or dig through it that much.
Yes. Yeah. And some issues might resonate with you more than others. And that's like the beauty of a low cost newspaper is that your life doesn't have to be changed by every single issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think they're gonna hit different people differently just based on their circumstances.
Yep. Yeah. But that's with any good thing, capitalism, the system loves to take it and turn it into, oh, that's what we're all doing now to make money. And
Yeah.
we want to persist through that stage of like right now, the analog thing is, oh, you scared me. Bye bye. Okay.
Okay.
They don't bother me that much, but if they bother you, I'll watch for
It was like they just startled me.
If it was like a snake or a lizard, I'd be out of my seat and back in my car already. Um,
Um, we want to persist. That's
yes.
what we're
And
saying.
we've talked about that before too. Like we want to outlast the trend.
Yeah.
And so that is something, it's just always in the back of our minds. Like
Yeah.
you want to market because it is popular and we can touch on the analog and blah blah blah. But
Mhm.
also like that is
That will
not,
go away.
yeah, that will go away.
Yeah.
And we still want to be here and we're building so that we still will be there.
Yes.
Even when,
We make our plans with like 5, 10 years in mind.
yeah.
So,
Yep.
and who knows what the future holds, but that is, I don't know. I would consider myself persistent,
Yeah.
a little stubborn.
Yeah.
We'll stick it through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is every month reveals something different in how, like, just how it comes together, the collective psyche, the all those things. Like, it's fun to see how
Hmm.
what comes out and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And as we're getting more into it, like talking about our, right now we're working on September for year two, and where I just feel like we've done it enough where the kinds of topics and themes we're hinting at are like we couldn't have come up with this 2 months in.
No.
Like I feel ourselves getting better and
Hmm.
more in tune and learning how to like weave things together so it feels cohesive and comprehensive, and it's
and
really fun.
confident, like finding our voice
Yeah.
in who we are. And
So writers are gaining
yeah,
confidence because they've been doing it more, and yeah,
yeah. And we have some new voices that are coming up, like Josh,
like Josh,
which I think will be a great balance.
free labor. That's what we tell him. This is my husband, by
Yeah,
the way.
some random Josh off the street that we just
Yes.
so he's writing some pieces, and I'm excited because it
Yeah.
is such a uh I don't know how people feel about like masculine versus feminine, but I will say the masculine voice is just a little bit more grounded.
It's just, yeah, it's different
It's
for
different.
sure.
It's,
And when you're reading a paper full of articles, to
yes.
have some variety is very refreshing.
Yes. Because we can't be one without the other.
Hmm.
Um, and knowing you and me, we like the ideals. We like the like, you know, our husbands ground us, I would say. But I also think anyone could pick up the paper and really enjoy it.
Yes, and I think that's something we'll dive in more once we have our episode in the
Yeah.
future talking about year two. But I mean, just to say what we're not saying.
Yeah.
I think our paper will always be more like woman-based leaning, just because we are mostly a team of women. But I think it's going to start shifting where we could have male readers. And they could also read from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I probably won't even feel that different to you. You might not even notice.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, is that the right way to put it? Am I saying this good?
Yeah. Or we can also cut all this if we
Yeah.
want, but I wanted to drop it in just so.
I guess we can say it too, because it would be interesting to hear, like, if any of you listening are readers, if your husband has picked up the paper, what does he think?
Yeah.
That would also actually be really nice to know. And again, it'll be subtle. We Yeah, like Josh will be a writer in it.
Hmm.
Maybe we have another male writer here and there, and maybe we just have some slightly less feminine photos. Like maybe it is just more a little more public domain art, a little bit more nature, like it's nothing jarringly different.
Mm-mm.
But
Classical. It's very
very, yeah,
classic.
there she put it well. She put it much better than I did.
No, I just think that the way we're going,
Yeah.
um,
I just think when there's a timelessness to
yeah,
something that it's not so hyper niche.
yeah.
It can appeal to a lot of people.
And it brings out a new side of our female writers as well,
Yeah.
which is growth, right? Like that's just
Yeah.
the depth of being a fully rounded human being. Can you hold both? Can you hold tensions? Can you,
Mm.
all these things? And I would say that's one of the biggest things that we're growing into is holding some tension, holding some like, not we don't want to be like it's always this or it's always
Yeah.
that. Like we're getting better at it's
Balance.
just this.
There's
Yeah.
always, I don't know, that's just something I always come back to. Is like there's
Yeah.
balance in everything. If you go too extreme in one direction, you're gonna lose out on some things you could have had over here. And so
Hmm.
if we can balance it well, I can see it greatly benefiting more than just women.
Hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yep. But still have all of its beauty and
mm-hmm.
everything in it.
Yeah.
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 That's where our minds are at because that's where we're working on those future issues and
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, our September issue, I would say it could appeal to the male reader, but we also have a column about scrapbooking. So, I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, it's always going to be leaning slightly more that way.
Hmm.
But again, just because you have this whole 10-page issue, it doesn't negate, like, oh, there's this one or two columns in it that's more for the female, then I can't read it. And it's like, well, it's not. It's largely,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's what we've been up to, what we've been working on, and some thoughts on. I feel like it's funny as we talk through throughout this whole episode. I'm like, oh, we have talked about that before. We have talked about that before. We've talked about that before, but that's life. Like we're just constantly dealing with the same
The
things.
same cycle of questions
Yeah.
and problems and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what do we do?
Yeah. It does kind of feel like a spiral though. Like we're getting closer and closer to where we, the center of like where we want to be, but
Yeah, definitely.
it's all the same. Yeah. Same questions that you just hone in on over time.
Yeah. Yeah. So we hope that people have, I don't know, I hope this gives like people really good, my words. I know we have like a very loyal group of readers. We have people who have really been there since very early on and who are still sharing with their friends and family. And that is like, that is our ideal.
Mm-hmm.
That is what if we could just delete Instagram and
Yeah.
this just be word of mouth, we would do it yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we would do that. And so it's like you guys who are helping us keep this going, and we appreciate that. And that's like why we want to have these kinds of conversations, is because when we do something like up our prices, we want
Mm-hmm.
people to understand that what all goes behind it. Because again, these are like the taboo topics that people don't really talk about. And sometimes people might do it for less good reasons than whatever. And we just want people to know that like we're trying really hard,
Yeah.
really, really hard to keep this as low cost as we can.
Yeah. Yeah. And every like share, every word of mouth, like you just said, it helps so much. We do have some archives that if you wanted to pay postage,
Yeah.
we'd send you papers.
We do have you can buy a box of
Yeah.
15 for $15, which is just the postage. To if you want to like pass them out. That's like a super, super helpful way to support us.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'll just throw out there if you're a business owner, if you have a coffee shop, if you have any sort of like retail space, we have one issue that we overprinted.
Yeah.
Large amounts of this paper left, and if you pay postage, we'll send you 50,
Yeah,
100,
however many you
whatever you
want.
want.
And you can sell them and make money off of it.
You can sell it or you can pass them out for free.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Or if like, you're a chiropractor or like whatever, you have office space that people come in and sit and wait.
Hmm.
You want papers? We'll send them.
Yep. Yes, and that's another thing we're getting way better at is since we print ahead, we kind of had to predict how much we need to print, and we are getting much more, getting better at
Yeah.
that. And we just have an issue that we did not do great at.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay. You live and you learn.
Yeah. But yeah. So thanks for listening. Leave us any questions you might have. We obviously are fine answering anything for the most part. We have no things to hide, like open books over here. I
Yeah.
feel like. So, yeah,
Yep.
leave us a question. Tell us what your favorite issue has been so far. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah, that would be.
We would have no idea what people would say.
Yeah.
So let us know. And thanks for listening.